Good morning, professional photographers of Idaho. I am Bob Ryder.
And I'm Larry Fry. Good morning.
And it is Friday before convention.
An exciting time.
Exciting and exhausting.
And a busy time, yes. Yes.
We have got a cool show for you today. Just the lighter side of all things convention. We're not going to hammer you with instructor details or any of that stuff. We want to just share some of the super fun stuff that's going to be happening. I've got a stake in that. That's probably why I wanted to share this a little bit. We're going to have our photo booth at convention. It's sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union. They've hired us a few times to do some events for them. And good morning, Bob Quick. I see you out there in TV land. It's not TV land anymore.
No, it's Facebook land.
Facebook land.
Good morning, Bob. How are you?
So anyway, I'm excited about the photo booth being there. We're going to use the PPI Better Together hashtag. You're going to get your 2x6 photo strips. You're going to have an opportunity to share those to your smart devices, and then you can organically share those right out to your social media networks so your friends can see all the fun stuff going on. It's really neat. And you know, if I'm going to talk about it, I might as well show you what the photo booth looks like. Let's do that. So here's our photo booth. This was actually at a really unique, it's called the Boutique Winery in Northern California. This guy has vintage wooden boats like the Chris Craft boats. He also has aquatic automobiles at his winery. It's all, his whole winery centered around these vintage vehicles and boats. And anyway, so this is our photo booth. It's an enclosed photo booth. It's a really neat operation. I've had as many as probably 7 or 8 really drunk groomsmen in there. We're not doing that. I don't do that anymore. Actually, we don't do weddings with our photo booth. We just do corporate events like ours. And so I'm pretty darn excited about having our photo booth over there. And I don't know if you could see that lovely lady with black hair, short black hair, but that's my wife there, right? And none of you here have ever seen her looking like that, right? So there we are. Mike Collins, hey, Bob, how you feeling? I'm hanging in there.
Bob's been under the weather for the last couple of days, almost a week, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good to have you back, man.
Thanks.
Well, he's not 100% yet, but, you know.
I feel a lot better. I just don't have a lot of strength left.
So we're drinking water today.
We are.
Yeah. There's no coffee allowed.
We're hydrating today, which is good. I'm actually already a water in since you got here. Jen Alvey, I'm glad you're here. She's El Jefe. She's the boss lady, right? She's excited for some fun photo booth pictures to share. You know what is neat about the photo booth experience? I'm going to throw it back out there.
Yep.
I've done a lot of year-over-year events with our photo booth, and every year we have folks come up to us and be like, hey, wow, I was in this photo booth last year. I still have those pictures on my fridge. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay. So this is actually a selling point for folks like Idaho Central who sponsor our photo booth for a lot of events. What other advertising can they do that puts their logo on somebody's refrigerator for a year?
Yeah.
Willingly.
Yeah.
Right? So that's pretty neat, is that those year-over-year events. And then, of course, because you can smartphone share right from our booth, you can share that with your friends. You can text them to people. You can post them to social. It's just a lot of fun. And the whole purpose of the photo booth, and you know, a lot of folks be like, oh, I'm not going to get the photo booth because I don't look great today. It's a silly thing. Like, this isn't a portrait booth.
Put on some glasses and a hat and go in there.
We have some fantastic props. All of our props. I know this sounds kind of silly, but they're pro-grade props. Okay, so all of our props are 5 or 6 mil PVC. I literally load them in the dishwasher to wash them and sanitize them. And then at each job we use ammonia to do that as we go through.
You don't think better if you just take them to a car wash in your truck and just in the back.
I try not to take the photo booth to a car wash, but I get what you're saying there.
That's awesome.
Bob Quick living in the fast lane. Yeah. That's fun. So anyway, that's the photo booth. It's going to be a fun experience. And that's just one of the fun features that we've got at convention.
There's a ton of stuff.
There's a lot going on. And one of the things that we did with this year's convention, I know I'm going to come back to you in a minute, but one of the philosophies behind this year's convention was, instead of sitting through fewer long classes. You're getting a lot of instruction from a lot of different instructors all weekend long,
which should keep your attention. I get it. I mean, I've been in those classes that are 6 hours long, and you want to like sometimes just drive a knife in your head, by the time you're done.
That's a little extreme, Larry.
Okay, maybe not that, but
I get what you're saying.
They get a 6-hour classes, even if you take breaks and stuff. It's just sometimes it just wears on you.
I have a funny anecdote that's totally not related.
With a knife in the head?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. So
is it a Halloween thing?
I'm 52. So when I was probably 5 or 6 years old, my dad built this. This was very popular back then. You could buy. I think even the Boy Scouts may have done plans to build a camping box, like a camp kitchen.
Yeah.
I know you've seen this, right?
Yeah.
Because you're old like me. So my dad built one of these boxes, and probably 25 or 26 years ago. I asked my mom, where's that box that, the camp kitchen is what we called it in our family. Where's the camp kitchen? And Mom said, oh, Amy took that years ago. Okay, so I talked to my sister, Amy, and she said, well, I completely refinished it. We went camping once with it, and now it lives under the stairs in my garage, and I will open a vein before I go camping again with this family. I said, well, then you probably wouldn't mind if I had somebody ship that out here. I was then in California. She was back in Boston. She's like, no, you're welcome to it. So literally I paid a mover to ship that out to, and I have it. It's sitting out here, and it's, anyway, it's just funny.
That is pretty good.
I will open a vein before I go camping with the family again. That was my sister.
Michael Collins says, are all of the speakers in person?
That's a great question that you asked, Michael.
Yep.
I'm going to drop into the telecamera here.
So the answer to that, Michael, is no. We have some virtual speakers.
Right. We have a good mix of both in person and virtual speakers. The good news is our virtual speakers are going to be presented to you on a 120-inch screen at the front of the room. You're not going to miss any details in this. We're going to have amplified sound. It's going to be great. I don't have any concerns about the virtual speakers.
Yeah, I don't either. And I've, if you listen to imaging, we're going to be pretty close to what imaging had as far as virtual speakers being able to see.
We certainly have Imaging USA quality speakers at our event this year.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about
coming in virtually. I know what you were saying.
I was saying about the tech. Yeah, the tech side. So I'm looking forward to this also because, let's just be honest about this a little bit because it really helps us on.
Is this the time where I say this whole thing's scaring the crap out of me, trying to make sure all the tech goes right?
Oh no. But yeah, it is me too. But
that might be reality there.
We'll be puckering, Friday, but that's beside the point.
I'm already losing sleep over it.
It kind of helps us out with our convention expenses.
It does
because, and I got to say,
it has allowed us to do more with our budget.
Exactly, and we probably got some speakers we may not have gotten had they had to have been here live because, they got to take a day to fly. They got to take, a day after to go home. It's a long time. So I'm excited about the virtual part of this. I think it's great that we have a hybrid and that we have some live and some virtual. And I don't think if we can help it, we should go all virtual all the time. But this has been a uniquely challenged year.
Well, I'll tell you.
And a challenge for our board to put this on, and Jen's done a great job.
So this relates to the pandemic. The reason we're hybrid this year is because we hedged our bets.
Right.
If we plan a hybrid convention and things tighten up, we're still set to have a hybrid convention. We're still set to have our virtual convention that we've planned.
Right.
And if things open up, which they have,
then we're good.
Then we're good. So I think the bulk of our attendees are in person.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Because you're handling the registration side of that.
Yep.
So a lot of folks are coming in person, and we have some folks coming in from out of state.
There's going to be some people that are here for a day or two and then go home.
Yeah. And you know what? You can watch it while you're on the road. Maybe not if you're driving. You know what I mean? But although that's a Sam thing. Sam would watch while he's driving.
Well, that's true.
Right. I've seen him do that. I've been passionate in the car.
Not supposed to watch movies in the car.
Don't do that. No, that's bad. Ill advised. All right. So let's roll on. There's a whole hit list of points
Yeah.
that we wanted to talk about. I jumped the gun with the photo booth just
You
because I'm
did.
really excited about having it there.
That's okay. So there's a couple other things we have, like the Saturday breakfast, for example, is open to photographers in the area. If you're in the area, a photographer, you want to stop by for breakfast on Saturday. Do we have a time on that?
I want to say 8:30. Jen, if you could chime in with the time. I don't
Yeah.
have that in front of me. And
yeah,
honestly,
it's-
those numbers are all like, wow.
Yeah, we have the schedule, but we didn't. Well, we don't have it in front of us at this moment. So,
Yeah.
hey Phil, how you doing, buddy?
Thing in the morning. I'm just trying to find
Yeah.
my mouse here. I was going
Yeah.
to try and fix something. It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. So don't forget that there's a breakfast in the morning on
Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that because Adrian Alvey
Yeah.
with Save the Day Seasonings is going to come out and do a wonder for us.
And I think that's a great sponsorship, isn't it?
It is.
Wow.
And if you have attended any of our fall retreats,
Yeah.
you have had the pleasure of eating Adrian's food.
Cooking. Yeah.
And what a treat it really is
Yeah.
to have that. So Save the Day Seasonings is one of our sponsors, and we're excited to have them providing a big portion of our breakfast on Saturday morning. Michael Collins chimes in 8 to 8:30 for the breakfast. That
Yep.
sounds really good.
Thanks, Michael.
Oh yeah, and look at that. Jen Alvey says all the details are found on our app. She's
Yeah.
got our app link right there. You can pick up that app, drop it on your homepage on your phone, and then you'll have that with you through the whole convention, whether you're there in person or you're on the road.
And we'll just tell you what that is. We'll just tell you what that is real quick. It's app
Yep.
dot ppofidaho.com.
That's pretty
App.
straightforward.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Like I want the app for PP of Idaho.
Exactly.
Right?
That's exactly right. Mm-hmm. So when you get the app, there's it's basically a scrolling page of all things convention.
So while we're talking about food,
Yeah.
do you want to have a chat about the social pass?
Yeah, let's do the social pass. We had a challenge or two on the social pass for registration. There's a lot of people that, there's an awards ceremony on Sunday and I might get an award. I'd like to have my wife there or whatever, boyfriend, whatever.
Cat.
There's a way, your cat.
Don't bring your cat.
Cats. No. There's a way you can do that.
Yep.
On the registration form now. When you register now, there's a little tick box underneath the registration that says, do you want to add a guest? And it's $35. That covers the price of the meal. That's got to do that because it's not free, right?
Yep.
Or if you just want to come to our awards banquet, you can. So
Yep.
you just go into the registration at the bottom or close to the bottom. I think it's the second one from the bottom. You just literally apply for a social guest pass and you're in.
Yeah,
So,
$35. You come to our banquet.
Yeah.
Get to hobnob with all the photographers and all, see all the awards take place. And that's going to be a really lively time.
Yep.
I think Phil White is our MC for our awards.
I think so. Yeah.
That's exciting. Phil does a great job with that. One of the things that I enjoy about Phil is his depth of knowledge and understanding on how all of this works. He's got such a great history with PPI, and he does a great job with that. And he's just kind of a sweet person, right? Sweet guy. So let's see so I'm pointing at our screen. I'm pointing off the screen. You can't see this.
So
Even if I change cameras, I can't see it.
yeah.
Our list is on a giant TV off to our left.
Yeah.
There you go.
So the awards banquet dinner is, again, that guest pass registration. So while you're registering, you can tick the checkbox, pay an additional $35, or you can do it all by itself. That just got fixed basically this morning.
It's an ongoing process, but hey,
yeah, well, our membership management system is a little quirky, and I'm brand new to it, so it's on me. I didn't see that box early on. It's my fault. If any of you want to come up and just
like our audio the other week was just a checkbox, but it completely reset itself,
it's
right?
his fault. So
it's
anyway,
always my fault. Listen, Jen Alvey, our president, says catered by Goodwood. So guess what I've got for you here, everybody? Here's our menu for the awards banquet, and it is catered by Goodwood's Barbecue here in Meridian. This is our Sunday awards banquet dinner: pulled pork, barbecued chicken, mashed potatoes, steamed veggies, dinner roll, and berry cobbler for dessert. Oh my goodness.
If you go home hungry, that's your
darn fault, right?
Your fault, yeah.
Because we've put together a great recipe, great meal for you folks, and me too, because I like to eat. I didn't get looking like this by being shy about food. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what
You know
mean,
exactly what I mean. I know. I think Sam refers to us as fluffy.
That's a good word. Yeah.
I won't tell you what Gordon says.
Yeah. So speaking of the awards banquet, there's a lot of people out there that have done a lot of stuff for the PPI of Idaho, right?
Yeah.
And those people need to be recognized. And we happen to have a program that recognizes those people.
Yeah, we do.
And this gentleman standing right next to me is the guy that takes care of that.
Yeah, I am. So let's talk about the Idaho Fellow of Photography for just a minute. We're going to have a little bit of a roundtable on Sunday afternoon so that we can have an in-person conversation about the Idaho Fellowship Program. And you folks can ask live questions so that we can really kind of unpack it a little bit. But just so that you know, our Idaho Fellow Photography Program is designed to help you exhibit your works. You get merits from your print competition. You get merits for your service to the organization and building community. You get merits for leading education and taking education. Now, to me, that's like the trifecta of being a photographer, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to excel in your accomplishments. You want to serve your community, and you want to grow your education, and you want to give that education to others, right?
And all of that will help grow your business, which is what you want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all grows. It honestly, it grows your character.
Yep.
It grows your skill set. It grows your business. It grows your network. It grows your friend circle. There's no limit to how good those things are for you. And the deeper you dive into those three elements, the more merits you get towards your Idaho Fellow degree, right? So this is an Idaho Fellow program. There are fellowship programs in many states affiliates around the country. And some of our speakers, I've had the opportunity to talk to them about their fellow programs. It's really neat, right?
Yeah.
So this is your opportunity to be involved in your community and be rewarded for that involvement. So anyway, that's the Idaho Fellow Program. This is, I don't want to say that it's new because it's not a new program. We've got longtime PPI members who are fellows. And but we've got a program that's been updated.
Right.
Maybe would be the best way to.
I would say this is a rebirth.
It is definitely a renewal of the IFP program with a lot of that great legacy stuff and a lot of the great new contemporary stuff built into this. But this program is for you, for our photographer members to grow in the community and grow themselves. So anyway,
so the point of all this is if you have done some service work in the last few years and you haven't gotten credit for it at all, we want to know, right?
Yeah.
And so get those to
So here's what I'm going to say about that is if you have intended to declare, I'm going to take your merits anytime leading back to January of 2018, okay, which is when I came on board here. Into the PPA organization as a leader, and but I want to count those merits. So if you'll get those to me by this Wednesday, I'm going to do my best to get all that data entry.
That's huge. That's done. Wednesday's like right up against the door, but that's great. That's awesome.
But so we've got a whole team of people that have been working behind the scenes all year long to build this program together, and to put some teeth to it, to put some traction to it, and to give us some tools to grow this going forward. So Leah Southwick, I'm going to throw you out there. She's been great. She designed a new spreadsheet, and then that falls short describing it as a spreadsheet.
Right. Yep.
Because she's built a tool for us to input the person and their data and allow that to pre-calculate all those requirements for us and generate reports on that. So it's a tool that I didn't have going into this. This was a box of stuff when I started.
And going into it, and technology, I will say this about that. Technology has advanced to the point where now we can keep that online. We can keep it in a folder that
so we're trying to future-proof it,
exactly,
right? Because once upon a time somebody had this program, they built a program, a digital computer program around it that no longer works. Right? Because the technology has outpaced that. I don't even know what platform it was on, but I have a disk, but it doesn't do anything for me.
I think it was Microsoft Word.
No, it was way beyond that.
Okay.
So anyway, Leah's done a great job helping us get the data part of this moving, and now it's up to you. It's up to you. I'm going to even pull into close cam here. Ready? It's up to you to get me that information so that I can honor you.
Yeah.
at this year's awards banquet on Sunday night.
Which will be at the awards banquet, and which, if you qualify, you'll want to have somebody there with you. So you might as well get the social pass. Yeah.
That's a total no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
So there's awards that go beyond just the IFP. We're going to recognize the achievements in the image competition, and there's just a lot of great stuff going to go on that evening. So
I'll be seated through that whole thing.
You will. Maybe I get what you're saying there about the image award. Competition thing. So image competition. Let's just hit that for a minute.
Yeah.
We've got deadlines coming up for that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
It's rolling, the newest comments.
Okay,
right?
good.
I'm with Mike. Start with dessert first.
Yeah.
My dad used to always take dessert with dinner, and I love that.
Yeah. Sometimes I go dessert first. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason why not to, right? That sugar is gonna go in you somehow.
I don't want to be too full at the end of my meal.
Exactly.
Right? Let's talk about the
print competition. Let's do that.
Image competition.
Image competition. Yeah, correct. Yeah. It's not prints this year. It's digital. Again,
what's the drop dead for that?
April 6th is the drop dead day for that. So don't miss it. Now, listen, I also get to see the print competition money that comes in. I don't get to see the entries, but I get to see the people. And we have some really nice, nationally recognized photographers, in addition to the ones that are in Idaho, across the United States coming in. So
that's terrific.
It's awesome to see, and I'm not dissing Idaho photographers here at all.
So their entries are entered through printcompetition.com.
Right. And I had some trepidation about how many of those across the country we would get, but we're getting a few.
That's
and it's awesome. And part of that's because we're one of the last judged
for districts.
But still it's a testimony to PPA, because we have this out on PPA.com, and it's a testimony to our marketing, and it's a testimony to our judges, because they are first-class judges, and
we have all PPA jurors.
Yeah, it's
for our image competition this year. That's amazing.
And they're going to score. So not a pass-fail. This is going to be a score. So
you're going to really get a sense of how you did.
All kinds of stuff going on. And if you want to pay a little extra money, you can get a recording of their comments.
Yeah, that's pretty neat too.
Yeah. So
where do they do that? Where do they put that all in?
So that's allprintcompetition.com.
Okay.
And you just have to go to this. I did it the other day.
Log in or create an account.
Yep.
Right.
Look for the state.
You have to pick PPI Idaho, because there's 2 PPIs in the country.
Yep.
Make sure you pick the Idaho.
And we're under P, not I. You got to scroll down quite a way.
Yeah.
So and then all the prices are in there. Yeah. Everything's in there from that point on. You basically pay. You upload your images.
I'm thrilled to say that I'm in.
You know what? I'm scared. But
you know what?
I'm not scared.
I didn't want to be scared this time. So this is my first time entering image competition. It's my first time creating an account with printcompetition.com. I thought that was pretty straightforward, which was comforting. And I've put some images. Well, there's one image in there right now. I've got a few more that I'm going to submit that I still have to work on. And but I'm just excited to be there, and I'm willing to take my lumps.
Yeah, I am too.
And what I mean by that is that I'm brand new to image competition.
Yeah.
I don't expect to come into image competition and blow it away. I expect to come into image competition and learn some stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
About
so I'm nervous
competition images.
I'm nervous about it, but I'm nervous because no one likes to hear, and they don't say this, but no one likes to hear that sucks.
Yeah, right.
But
the good news is they won't tell you that it
exactly.
sucks.
Yeah, they'll say something like, the value of the light in this area is not quite the same. But from that you learn, right? So if you don't do that, you never learn, especially for print.
Well, and this is part of my walk towards my degrees with PPA.
Yeah, and
this is part of my building into that part of the community, and I'm excited about it. Like I said, I'm going to take my lumps, and it's good. Yeah, Jen says that when you talk about Print Chair Challenge, she didn't say it like that, but that's what she means.
Yeah,
is we need to talk about the Print Chair Challenge.
Well,
challenge.
And she's saying, I think she also says that most of the Image Comp Awards go to in-state members. That's true. I'm
So our
just
out-of-state
excited.
competitors are competing for score,
But
so they
yeah,
can see how their images rate.
Exactly. But if you watch the print competition, or you're in the room when they do the print competition, and these names pop up, well, you won't see any names, but you'll see their images,
yep.
and you'll go, "Whoa, who did that?"
Right.
You know, and those are the guys, or maybe you won't. Maybe you go, "Well, mine do that good," right? So that's the whole deal on the out-of-state members or out-of-state people coming into image competition is you get to see what the rest of the country, could be the world too, but the rest of the country is doing, which is kind of cool because now you can put, I got a 79 on mine, and Mr. New York City got a 81. I just choose no, it doesn't matter. California, whatever, got an 81, and the difference isn't great, but that's a merit versus non. Yeah. So you can see, oh, Mr. California did this and he did that. Oh, you know, and that's the learn business.
Yeah, there's
right?
a lot of learning to go involved.
Yeah.
So that's my whole aim with getting in the game this year.
Yeah.
Is I've started. Right.
Yeah.
Are you like me? Starting is more than half the battle.
Yeah.
Like, are you like me? Just getting in the game. Like, I needed to get in the CPP game. I jumped in this year.
Yeah.
By the way,
you crushed it.
Well,
you and Jen
and Mark Rozantsov and Kim just passed her test.
Oh, awesome.
So she's up for image submission during whatever the next open period is for that. I mean, it's just exciting to just get in the game. Dang it, finally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, so I want to make sure that we hit a couple of other things here.
Let's do real fast the print share challenge.
Yes, you do that.
Yeah. Print share challenge is a 50-50 pot split, basically. Whoever wins that thing gets half the entry fees. The challenge, I believe, is light and shadow. That's the judge's challenge. Now, one thing I am kind of unclear on, Jen.
Well,
can you choose an image that is being judged as your print share challenge, or do you have to have a separate image for?
No. It can be one of your images, I think.
Okay, all right.
It's one of your competition images. Correct us on that if we are wrong, but one of the images that you've submitted for the print competition is one of your images, is the image that you're submitting for
light
the print share challenge,
okay.
right?
And anyway,
what's so special about the print share challenge, Larry?
The cash reward at the end.
Bingo!
Yeah.
Cha-ching!
So if you win that thing, it's hefty-50.
We should talk about bingo too.
Let's talk about bingo. See, this is part of the fun of this thing. We have a lot of moving parts here.
Well,
we're going to play some bingo.
We are going to play bingo
during the whole entire business there.
Yeah, so let me tell you about the bingo, because kind of the keyword thing was my idea, I think. I don't know. Somebody threw it out there. Maybe it was me. Maybe I was thinking.
Michael Collins says, you are correct, or you can enter another. Print share challenge is one of your max images. Just check the box on that one. $25 is the fee to enter. But remember, you get $12.50 of that back if you win.
Well, you get everybody's $12.50 back.
You don't get yours. You get everybody else's. Yeah.
Right?
So
it's like a 50-50 pot, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it is. Yeah.
So that's very, very cool.
Jason goes, oh.
Where was I going next?
We were going to go to bingo.
Bingo!
Yeah.
So the bingo game is going to run through the entirety of the educational programming during convention, and you're going to be listening for keywords from our instructors to hit your bingo on the board.
Which means you have to listen. So you guys that are falling asleep are going to miss out on the bingo prize.
Yeah. I don't know what the bingo prize is now that I think about it. Jen! It's a good thing she's here with us today, because she's filling in the gaps.
It's a free breakfast on Saturday.
We probably should have parked her right in the middle, and she could just keep us in order.
We should have just gone, Jen, bingo.
What are we doing with bingo? Anyway, so the bingo game's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get a bingo card with your registration pack, which, by the way, those are going out Monday to our virtual participants. You're missing out, but this stack of stuff right over here is our awesome. Go grab a cup and a notebook and some of that fun stuff there. You probably saw some of the imaging that we did. My wife and I did the product imaging on this that you've been seeing, and we had a lot of fun doing it. So this is your bag. It's full of all the lanyards.
Oh, it was heavy. I was like,
it's full of lanyards. Yeah. Mike Collins got us some great lanyards. That's not going to focus out there. It's focused back here, Buck. There you go. So we've got our awesome PPI ceramic mugs. We've got our great bag, this zippered bag with some terrific pockets. This is just one of those bags that you get that you use for random stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
In your truck.
I'm
You can
stoked
rattle
about
around.
that. Yep.
This is a great notebook. It's
I
got
love the
some
notebook. It's a notebook kit.
with a pin, and it's got a whole bunch of sticky notes and stuff on the side, some paper you can write on, a magnetic enclosure.
I just set
All
that
this
on my
stuff.
foot.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. Thing's heavy. All this stuff is great.
Well, this is like the Bob and Larry show this morning, going a little wacky, but you're getting, so he's going to show you some of the luggage tags, and I think those might have been slightly redesigned, but we've got not that lanyard. I don't have my, you know what, Larry?
Yeah.
It's hanging right over there is the lanyard that I'm going to use. We've got a terrific lanyard. Mike Collins set us up with some PP of Idaho lanyards, and as his contribution to our event this year. And everybody's going to get the lanyard, of course, with this. And we do a really fun, I don't know, we call it a game, but you'll have an opportunity. There's some neutral.
Stickers.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we've got some space on the card here for you. When you register, when you attend a convention, you're going to get a sheet of stickers, and you can put your interests on here. So when you meet other photographers at convention, you can see what they do as a conversation starter. It's pretty neat. I'm excited about that. And of course, your name and stuff will go here.
Do you have a sticker for fly fishing?
A sticker for fly fishing?
For the interest thing?
No. There isn't a road cycling one either. So
Well,
look at
there
this.
you
I've
go.
already adorned it. I can't find my PPI 5-year pin or my PPA 5-year pin, but I've got my PPA something or other pin and a veteran's pin. But I'm hoping to add some stuff to this,
Yeah.
along the way here. And my CPP stuff hasn't arrived yet.
Do we have can we put a fellows pin? Do we have one of those?
We have stuff, yes.
Okay, all right.
We have some beautiful medallions. I should break those out some of these
You're
days.
going to get one of these, which is all important because when you go from Nevada to Idaho and you see the Welcome to Idaho sign, you'll see one of these stuck on there. And I want you guys to put these on your car.
Yeah, he stood on my shoulders and slapped the sticker on the side. No, we didn't do it. We did that coming back from Wendover.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
And the luggage tag business. So it's all good. We're a bunch of stuff.
We've got a lot going on. So the whole title of today's show is like keeping it light or something ridiculous like that. Because the whole point of this is just to have some conversation about the really fun elements of our convention coming up. Convention is April 9th, 10th, and 11th. It's a week from today, starting with our image competition all day Friday. Sherry Hammond is going to teach an awesome class Friday evening early evening after the day long image competition, and then there's going to be an open house at Sam's. The open house at Sam's Saturday night, I think Bart Sepek is going to run some imaging over there,
and we have a model
foster something like that
on Saturday.
Oh my gosh! I'm going to use our model.
No, you're going to shoot.
I'm going to photograph our model for my workshop Saturday afternoon.
Oh yeah,
I'm really excited about this. I'm teaching the lighting headshots for Impact workshop.
I thought you were going to actually shoot the model for fun, which you never do.
Well, I do.
No, you don't.
Well,
very rarely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would actually if I had the time. You know what it is I don't want to share. I don't play with I see we're getting some red signals down there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sweat it. We're going to keep talking.
Yep.
If you're getting some breakup, I'm seeing some red in our signal quality. Just know that we're going to work through it and keep going. We've got a couple more things that we want to hit. Online auction update. Can you give us a swing on that? Tell us what's going on.
Yeah. So Event Groove is our online auction company. The online auction has been set up. I am having a little bit of difficulty. It's just a technical challenge, and it's probably my fault. Okay, I'm going to raise my hand. You get beat on me. That's why you don't have the link yet. We will put the link out just as soon as I can get that resolved today. And
or tomorrow.
Well, I think it's going to be today. I'm pretty close.
Okay.
You're
supposed to be building me a computer.
Well,
today.
that's going to happen. That'll happen while I'm going to work on the auction thing, and it's going to be doing its thing in the back.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So there were some technical challenges, mainly because I'm in the IT field. I like a dev environment, so I set it up using my name and my stuff before I set the PPI one because I want to make sure it works right. And they somehow crossed in the, anyway.
You're fixing it.
I'm fixing it.
It'll be sorted out.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the auction, though. What is this all about?
Yeah. So it's basically an online auction. We have some great prizes from our sponsors.
Oh, we've got great sponsors. We've got, I don't even want to start to listen because I don't have all of them in front of me.
Exactly. They keep coming in too. Yeah. I mean, so there's quite a bit out there. It kind of works like eBay.
Okay.
So let's just say that you see something you like. Let's just say it's the Miller's. Miller's has a $250, and I think that's for prints, $250 coupon for prints. But let's just say to you, you'd like to buy that for $200. So you can go in there, and I can't don't take this as gospel because I can't remember what I actually put in there.
That's because there's a lot of stuff going in there, right?
But I think I put down a $40 minimum bid on that. Okay. But you think it's worth to you $200. So you can go in there and put $200. You'd be the first one. Well, it's going to show up as $40 in there. Now the next guy comes in and goes, "Gosh, it's only $40. I'd do $100 on that." So they put in $100. Okay. It's going to show up briefly, and then it's going to go back to you at $100. I think the increment is like $5. It'll go back to you at $105.
That's a little confusing in the talking. I guess you're just going to have to check it out and experience it.
Well, what it is you put in your max bid.
Oh, your max bid.
Yeah. And whatever you do, it just keeps bumping it up. So the point of this is
it automates your bidding process for you based on your maximum bid.
And so the point of this is you can't, if you decide you only want to buy that for $100, you put that in. Until somebody bids 105, you're in the game.
Yeah.
So you don't have to sit there during convention and you watching your phone.
How much you're willing to set for it at the end, and you're good to go.
Or maybe you do check it and you put $100 in. Somebody's already got 105. Well, I'll pay 110 for it.
Yeah.
So then you can up your bid.
So this is a great way for us to offset the cost of hosting convention.
Yep.
And then the thing to keep in mind is that the better we do with all of this stuff, it just allows us to bring you better programming throughout the year. We're hoping to bring you a mid-year event, which would be a new event, at least in recent times for PPI. We're hoping to bring you a mid-year event. We're hoping to bring you a fall event.
Yep.
We've already got a couple of irons in the fire with the fall event. That's sounding really interesting to me. I know you have a travel trailer, so we're going to have a conversation about that. Hopefully you don't mind sleeping with somebody else in your trailer.
And we're also going to have, you and I have already decided we're going to take this. Exciting. We're going to kind of take this show on the road, so to speak, and maybe even as a value add.
We're going to call
members.
it the PPI Roadshow.
Yeah, or something. We're going to call it.
I love
something.
that though.
But we're headed out to various parts of the state. The bottom line on all of this is it all takes some cash to do this.
Yeah.
And it's not, we're not trying to scalp anybody.
Yeah, nobody's profiteering from
we're not trying to build a bank account of
your whole board is volunteers. Yeah. It's a great nonprofit. Anyway, the better we do at managing our finances and coming out of these events strong financially allows us to do more throughout the year. And we've got great stuff planned. I wasn't going to drop the roadshow, but I'm super glad you did. If you are not here in the Treasure Valley, you are somewhere else, I'd love to hear from you about when you'd like to have us come up. Our concept, and this is just a concept, our concept is that we'll come up on a Friday morning. We'll do our live show at your space. We'll go out to lunch, have a social with your network of people in your area. They don't have to be PPI members. No. This is your photographer network, your photographer group of friends. And then Saturday, we do a full day educational course for your community. And then Saturday evening, hit the road and head back to home. Yeah. That's kind of our concept. But if that sounds interesting to you, you'd love to have us come up to your neck of the woods and provide some educational content, host our live and have a social, we would love to come to you and do that. And I think that we're looking at maybe May for our first road show. So we're kind of taking some thunder away from the convention, but not much. No, I would encourage all of you that watch this later, your friends, wherever you are in the state, your friends, ask co-workers or co-owners
owners of photography businesses.
Ask your photography assistant. Ask
Yep.
that person that you use as a photography assistant, but don't pay.
And not and not only that, but ask them what they want to see, because we
want to know.
We're
going to bring it.
We have an opinion on most everything.
If I know me, we'll probably teach some lighting classes, because I really
Imagine that.
I love that. Right?
Yeah.
We could do some business stuff too. That would be really neat. We might get Sam involved if he's got time to get away. Sam's business programming is really second to none in our area. I'm excited about hearing his program at convention too.
And who knows? I mean, maybe this could be part of a Quita. Come to Cuna.
Come to Cuna.
All right.
Okay. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Just get us out of our own little
bubble.
deal here. What else we have? Print share challenge, print competition, online auction update.
Bios and headshot.
Oh yeah, man.
So we got this cool thing going on during convention. You're going to have your PPI members. You don't have to be on the board. This is PPI members, correct?
Yes.
Yep. So we need to know who you are. We want to look at your shining faces and know a little bit about you. So during convention, there'll be some big monitors out there with headshots and bios on there. Just scrolling
introducing
through
you and everybody else that's attending convention. So we've got some volunteer staff. Kim's been doing a great job with this, pulling this together, emailing people. If you have been slow to respond to getting her your bio, and the bio just needs to be, this is where I live, this is what I love to do.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be
It's not about
long.
your elementary school and
We don't care if you
maybe I want to hear that at some point.
I think we covered that last time. I kind of got in trouble for that. But
Did you really?
Well,
okay.
A little bit.
So that's really great. Look, we are right on time to wrap this up. This was just about having a fun conversation about the super cool, fun things that we're going to have at convention.
If you haven't done it yet, send your bios and headshots. And it doesn't even matter if you're not there. If you don't want to attend or can't attend the convention, send it anyway.
Yeah.
Because we'd like to know who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
But send them to ppofidaho@gmail.com. And Kim Mintner, if you're listening, I will forward those to you when they pop up.
As they come in. You bet. So then let's throw one more plug out there.
Okay.
If you have, I'm going to come into the tele camera here.
Maybe two more.
Two more?
I got one more. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is really simple.
Okay.
You have any questions about convention, ppofidaho@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
You have any questions about convention or the lives, or you want us to come to your neck of the woods and you can't remember ppofidaho@gmail.com, hello@bobryder.com, and I'll get you an answer.
Or Larry at larryfryphotography.com, which is long. I get it. Exercise your fingers. Go ahead and type it out. It's fun.
hello@bobryder.com, right?
Yeah.
Instagram, PP of Idaho, Professional Photographer of Idaho, is on Facebook, is on Instagram. Okay. I think on Instagram, it's PP of Idaho.
Correct.
And you can find us on Facebook if you search that way too.
Yep.
Follow us. Give us a like, give us a follow, and comment on some of your favorite content that you see coming up there. Man, I'm really excited. What's your other point, brother?
Yeah, just one more sponsor that we just had renew.
Oh, yes.
Howard Burkholz in Utah from AllState Insurance. He renewed his sponsorship a couple days ago.
So, what I love about Howard and his business? He is not just a business sponsor.
Right.
Okay. He has a relationship with PP of Idaho that goes back a number of years.
Yep.
He is in the business of insuring photographers. I've been insured both ways. I've been insured through a local insurance agent who I had out in California. He was terrific. It was a decent policy, but it wasn't specific to what I do. It wasn't a company that said, I understand you. I understand your needs. It was just a pretty general policy. Until I met Howard and had an opportunity to learn from Howard about how the insurance industry works and how it covers equipment, the difference between an inland marine policy and a property coverage that you might have on a location. There's so much to know.
Yeah.
Howard is your guy.
And you're a lot of people say, well, I'm insured through PPA. Okay. Well,
I carry that also.
Me too.
Right.
But that doesn't cover. You'd be ridiculous if you don't go and check that box. But that doesn't do it for everything. And Howard, it's kind of like owning an RV, which I happen to have, which you probably all get to sleep in. Your RV is covered when you tow it with your vehicle from your vehicle insurance coverage. But
not when it's disconnected.
well, and it doesn't cover it. It doesn't cover everything in there. It covers pretty much nothing. You get a couple of $1,000 out of it. So yeah, this is huge. So Howard, thank you, and everybody. If you
Glad to have you back on board, Howard.
if you are a member of PPI of Idaho, go to the members tab. His advertisement is in there. So awesome.
Let's hit this one here as we do the send off. And folks, I'm going to come back to the camera for just a minute. We are not going to have a PPI live next week because we will be broadcasting convention from Friday morning at 9 a.m. through Sunday evening at probably 5 p.m.
What we would like to have you do, if you are at convention, is go ahead and post the heck out of it on social media during your free time. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. This is a pre-send off here. If you are not already a member of Professional Photographers of Idaho and you would like to join us, and we would like you to join us, ppofidaho.com, hit the Join Us tab, $9.99 a month or
$99 a year.
Yeah. You know what? It is such a ridiculously affordable investment in your business and in your education and in your community. You're silly and you're foolish to not jump into this, okay? The content that we're bringing you, if you were to attend this in LA or Las Vegas or in New York City, would cost you thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my plug for PP of Idaho membership. Join us. It's really where you want to be. Coming back to the cameras for just 1 minute, we'll hit our send off. Anything else you want to add, brother?
I think we hit a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody that has watched and is watching and that will watch.
I just want to say thanks specifically to Laquita and for Jen and for Bob, Mike, all you folks that watch us every week and participate in the comments. It really kind of fuels us continuing to do this.
Yeah.
But anyway, great to spend time with you folks on our Friday morning. It's almost noon now. Let's sign off and get some chow.
I'm in.
All right. Take care, everybody. See you next week at convention.